take me and you on a plane. Oh. Hello, konnichiwa, gonbanwa, ohayo gozaimasu. Kimmy Coleman here, your favorite Jamerican New Yorker, and I'm back this week with another video. If you haven't noticed by now, I have been getting pretty confident with my Japanese. If you have been watching or keeping up with that little series I did about how to write hiragana, how to write katakana, how to write handakuan and dakuan, then you know that your girl is out here practicing, okay? Putting in work, okay? Now, I am finally at my 400-day streak on Duolingo, okay? Give it up for your girl, give it up. Don't be stingy with your claps, give it up. If you don't want to clap, you know what you can do? You could clap that subscription button, okay? How about you clap that if you don't want to clap your hands for your girl? Subscribe, I beg you, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the work, subscribe to the energy I'm giving you. I'm giving so much. I'm giving so much. Subscribe. I am so excited. Now I can move on to what I want to talk about. I am so excited. You don't even know, to finally compare Duolingo and Pimsleur. In both of these beautiful, bountiful apps, I have reached a place where I finally feel comfortable enough to talk about it. Duolingo, I've been felt comfortable. I've been talking about that. You can check that out here. But for Pimsleur, I finally got to 30 days, one full course, so I can really talk about the difference between the two. And boo boo, I am so excited to share. I'm gonna start off with the pros and cons of Duolingo. Pros, it's like a game. It's reward based, so as you keep going, you keep climbing the ladder. There are leaderboards that you can be number one on if you finish enough lessons or if you're consistent. It will get you to practice daily and you will learn new words. I got familiar with how the language sounds and the structure and the grammar, so they're really good about breaking them down before you get into a lesson. There's like a little info part that will teach you what you're about to learn, so that was really helpful. And then for the cons of Duolingo, I would say, one, you cannot multitask while you're doing Duolingo. You can't be doing Duolingo a lesson and doing the laundry unless you're like doing that, putting it down, doing it, putting it down. So you have to sit and concentrate on what you're doing. That was a con for me because I realized that I need a lot of stimulation. Is that the right word? I need distractions to learn something. So if I'm paying attention to a movie, I have to be playing a game on my phone. If I'm reading a book, I have to be listening to music. I need different streams of income, different streams of things going on so I can concentrate on the one thing. So Duolingo's lack of multitasking ability was a hindrance for me because I would do a couple of lessons and then by like the 6th lesson, I would be bored and I have to or want to do something else. The last con is that Duolingo is not situational. Even though I'm at 400 days, I do not feel confident enough with just my Duolingo learning to go out and strike up a conversation with anybody in Japanese. Not at all. No. That confidence did not come from Duolingo, but it did give me a good sense of what the language sounds like. Overall, those are the pros and cons for Duolingo. Now, moving on to Pimsleur. Pros and cons. Pro number one is that I can multitask when I'm doing Pimsleur. It doesn't have to be the one thing that I'm doing. Actually, it seems like it's encouraged that you do other things while you're learning. I can drive, I can do my laundry, I could be cooking, I could be walking around the house, taking a walk outside, and listening to Pimsleur, and my brain is just doing all the work. There have been so many times I'm listening to Pimsleur and it brings up a word or something, like say I don't know, and that's like from lesson 1 and I'm on lesson 25 and I'm like, wakarimasa, and I'm like, brain, how do you know? I mean, that's an easy example, obviously. There is stuff that's harder that just came out of me that I was like, how do we know that? But that's just my brain. My brain's out here working. It's very much autopiloted, which I like, which works a lot better for me than having to sit and concentrate. Number 2 pro is that I feel confident in my Japanese speaking. After like 5 lessons, not even the whole thing of Pimsleur, I felt confident enough that if I were to be dropped in Japan, I would at least be able to ask where the train station was, or at least be able to tell somebody that the weather is good. Let somebody know that I'm American and that I don't really understand a lot of Japanese. Like, all these different things is situational. It made me put myself in the shoes of the conversation holder, imagine myself as the one having the conversation, and I feel very confident with Pimsleur. I also understand so much more. I know in past videos I talked about Duolingo and how I could understand little words and stuff like that when I was watching TV, which is true. But with Pimsleur, I'm understanding sentences, boo. I'm understanding situations. She did what to who, and this happened to her. I can understand the situations now because Pimsleur is situational. That's also a pro, is that I can understand more, I have more confidence. Oh, and Pimsleur has multiple languages. So I know for a fact that after I finish learning Japanese and I feel more comfortable and I move on to German, stick around for that because I'm sure that's gonna be one hell of a ride. I'm gonna start with Pimsleur. We're gonna start there so I can actually converse in the language. So there are multiple languages. It's not just for Japanese learning. And then the con for Pimsleur is that it costs money. It's $20 a month for the subscription, which I personally, I'm like $20 at this point here because I feel like I'm not gonna be using this for that long. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm gonna be, oh God, $20 for a whole year. Like, no, I feel like I'm gonna have this joint down by my birthday. That's my goal. Birthday is May 17th if you wanna send me any gifts or anything like that. But I know I'm not gonna be using this app for long. I'll pay the $20 and learn the language. The second con I have, and I think this is just for me because it's exciting for me to learn, is that it's only 1 lesson per day. So they suggest that you only do 1 lesson per day. I understand why they do that. It gives the mind a chance to process it so that the next day when you get to the lesson, you're like, okay, what else? What you got for me? What you got? But for me, I get so excited about my lessons that I want to just keep going because I'm like, oh my gosh, I just learned so much. I want to keep learning. I want to keep learning. I want to keep going. So that's a con. But the good thing about that though is that if you've already done a lesson, then you can repeat that same lesson over and over. It just pretty much means that they don't want you to learn 2 new lessons back to back. Give your brain some time to process what you learned. But if you have old ones that you want to review, go for it. That's what I do and it helps me so much. Those are my pros and cons for Duolingo, pros and cons for Pimsleur. Which one do I like better? I feel like it's very obvious, but I love me some Pimsleur. I'm going to use that for every single language I want to learn moving forward because it is too easy not to use. It's just too easy not to use. I'm sorry. Duolingo is great and I feel like that 400 days did prepare me for Pimsleur really well because there's some times where they'll say a word that I understand but they haven't taught it yet. Whatever word it is, I'll already know because of Duolingo, but it makes it so much easier to wrap my mind around where that would go situationally, which is so important. You're not just gonna be speaking random sentences to people, they're based on situations. So Pimsleur does that really well. Yes, it is the superior app. Give it up for Pimsleur. I would recommend it, which I am recommending it. And I also have to shout out Ikenna. Those of you who are learning languages probably already know of his channel, but it's because of him that I even found out about Pimsleur, and he has a whole book and a whole way of learning. I think he knows like 9 languages or something like that. So I'll put a link to his video in the description box below so you can check it out for yourself. So that's it. That's the video for today. I hope that this was informative. I hope you learned something. I hope that you will subscribe. Kudasai. And that if you're trying Duolingo, you'll at least try Pimsleur and see what you like. Pimsleur does have a free trial. I just didn't even wait for it to be over. I was like, I know that this is better, and just dove in. You know when you can feel it. But they do have a free trial if you just want to try it out, test the waters, see if you like it or not. You know, feel it out, vibe it out, vibe it out, vibe it out, vibe it out. I am Kimmy Coleman, your favorite Jamerican New Yorker, and I am so happy happy that you were able to join me. I hope that you'll subscribe. I hope that you'll follow me on Instagram at Kimmy T. Coleman, and also follow me on Twitter at Kimmy T. Coleman as well. I'm trying to be more active on my Twitter, so pull up, y'all. Pull up to the scene so I have a reason to tweet, because I feel weird just tweeting out to no one who cares. I guess that's also the premise of Twitter. Don't forget to put in the comment section below if you have tried Pimsleur, what you thought, how your Japanese learning journey is going, or any other language that you're learning. Update me. Let me be your accountability partner and let me know, how's it going for you? How is it going for you? Or if you tried Pimsleur and it didn't work for you, please let me know why, because I am spending $20 whole a month on this, and you know, we like to save. Oh yeah, like the video, share it with other people who are learning. If you have beef with somebody that's Team Duolingo and not Team Pimsleur, you can send this to them as proof that Pimsleur is working. I've been doing Duolingo for 400 days and I'm still not fluent. That should tell you something. Should I do questions this week? Let's see, what's a question? Nannin kodomo-san ga imasu ka? That's one. Tomodachi ni aimasu ka? Gokazoku wa doko ni sunde imasu ka? For right now, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Arigatou gozaimasu. And I will see you next week for another video. I'm just so happy that this video is gonna be out there. Okay, bye.